Okay, so welcome back. You thought this was only a real quick break. All I did is just stop and start it, but for the length of the video I just want to make sure that I'm not making them more than 20 minutes if possible. The last one was 40 minutes, the one before the last one was 40 minutes long and it was a little bit too much. I know people make them about an hour, but I feel as though I only like to devote 15 minutes to watching a video when I'm watching one. I do watch hour-long streams, and I watch people who stream all night long on Twitch and whatever, so I'm not averse to, you know, supporting channels and sitting there and watch. I enjoy a lot of the top players. I won't mention them on here. They don't mention me, so why should I mention them? Nah, I'm not mean like that. I just don't care. And I think if you start mentioning names, people say, oh, you're a name dropper, and then other things are that I've supported certain people for a long time in their channels, but I'm not expecting anything in return for it. What I get in return already is the enjoyment I get from watching their channels. It's great stuff. So I've forgotten how many bales that holds. It must hold at least one more. So we've done 10. There's number 11, and I think it already had a couple on board anyway, so we can't go by the bale counter this time. And I don't want to make too many bales, so let me just go and see if that one's full now. We will put the handbrake on and we'll jump to the vent, which is on number 6. And it looks like we're full. We are full. So I'm going to right control and F to turn off follow me. We'll put the baler out of action, the collector, and we'll take this one up. And as you do this, you might work with one baler and then the other baler. In fact, once you've got the courses recorded, the fun part is actually when the baler's running around automatically and you can send the these bale collectors round with an offset on the CoursePlay course. So you send them round on CoursePlay, and when you've got CoursePlay on, you actually use the field mode, and then you use this offset here, vehicle offset, and you can set it whatever it is, about 1.5 to the left I think it is, and the bale collector will line up with the bales. So even when it's not directly following the baler, it can still, you know, pick up the bales. Now the question is, where do I put these bales? There is a little bad thing about putting them on that wall, on this bit of flatland here what I've just lit up. You put them on there and they all fall down behind the wall. You can't really grab them and you've got to mess about, and because of the hill and the tightness, you've got all these bales standing round and it's very difficult to clean them up. But you can push them around, and just if you shove them in the hay barn there, they will all actually disappear. But I don't want to sell these. These are actually going to the they're going to be going to the cows area. Now, at the risk of losing all these again somewhere else, I'm just going to temporarily again dump them here. And again it's press O to operate put it into unload mode. And I don't know why the others fell over, but the other trick is, if you don't get your truck, your tractor straight with your bale unloader, the only reason why I'm sticking them in this driveway is so that it doesn't interfere with the vehicles. If they do fall over the edge, I can pick them up from inside that other field. I only want two loads. In fact, that's all I'm going to get off the field, I think. Now when I drop it down, you just got to wait for it to settle, then drop, and then wait again till they all stop rocking. But they're not going to stop rocking, are they? They're all just going to fall over. Boom. Never mind. So like that. Now you see how that bale, that last one stood up. Now if you had your tractor, well, it's because there's an earthquake going on or something, but depending on how stable the map is, if you don't have your tractor straight, when I haven't quite got it straight, when you try and pull away, the back arms of the baler hit the bales and drag them round. So now you pull forward out gently, and then you can close up, you know, and get baling again. So we've still got 2 courses being recorded. And we've now got quite a lot of bales just stood there. But if I'd have what I really should do, because I've got that much money, 279 grand, I should have bought an extra bale loader, and I could have sent one for an extra tractor as well, sent one off to take the bales. You just have it driving backwards and forwards to the cow shed, and you just keep switching it over from round bales to square bales until you've got the field empty. But the more fun part is when you've actually got the balers working on autopilot totally. I also needed to go and empty that, I forgot about that, I needed to go and empty that harvester that stood in the field over there. Let's turn this off, I don't need that one. And of course we'll switch the baler on, bring it up behind, and it should still be running from this course. So there's the, if it stops, nearly, yeah. And then we can jump back into number 2, I think it is. We can do another one of these. Make sure the baler's on, make sure the arm is down, handbrake off, and cruise control on. So it's quite a lot of fun, and I enjoy farming like this. But basically once you've got it all done, and the next time round you do your field, you will find that you'll have a nice I won't bother with that little bit. You see how that's not worth picking up really, that strip. Plus I want to get it quickly in line because the bale's ready to come off. So at 11 bales. And what I'll do is I'll keep doing this, and I'll come back in the next video when I've literally done 3 wagons load, and you'll see them sat somewhere out there where I've been dumping them. So my experience tells me to go for this double one. I'm trying not to fill the, oh it's too late, the bales fell off. So I'm going to try and keep the bale going straight. It probably won't pick that up, you know. No, there you are, look, see it hasn't picked it up. So what I have to do is to quickly jump into the fence and stop it. If you was doing this on a replay of course as well, it won't pick the bale up. So if you make any mistakes in the baling course, these are followed through every time you try and replay. So sometimes if you get it perfect, it becomes an easier thing just to reproduce. But if you don't get it right, you will be stopping and fixing things all the time. All the time. Bale, get bale working please. And let's zoom out a bit so we can get. Going to go for that bit there. And sometimes all the strips that you need will just come together. So like them two of the strips up there behind the bale collector, one of them might match up with that other bit that's across on the outside edge, you know, later on. So if you're going around and you feel you're not wasting your time by driving over blank crop, then by all means just pick it up, just this little strip, you know. But when I do these little strips like this, I feel like it's like sniffing cocaine, you know. You're trying to get every last little dreg. Not that I know anything about sniffing cocaine, because I don't, but I've seen it in films, and it's like you've got to get every last little dreg, you know. Use a credit card to press it over to one side. You need a big credit card for this, like, but there you are. About £500,000 quid worth of machinery. And the only reason why I'm driving down here with nothing is because I'm going to try and turn it round and grab this closest lane. And we've got to not got to get too close to the barriers and the gate and everything else, because the bale collector needs more room to move. So we would go on like that, and as you can see, it's working, it's picking up bales. And at any time I want, I can stop, switch to the other baler. It's still recording. Turn it on. Make sure the arm is down. Take the handbrake off. Set cruise control. Again, cruise control was already on. It's doing 10 for some reason. I think it's going downhill. Nope, it's going uphill. That is going downhill. Well, that's downhill down there, isn't it? So this is uphill. Must have just had it set on 10. Coming up to the 4,000 mark, but I can't release it on this corner because we won't be able to pick it up. These are the things I mean about just be content with wasting a little bit of crop till you get it running straight. Stop, open the door, get going again, close the door. Oh, sorry, we didn't put a pause in. So if I put a pause in, it will actually do it there. If it's going to record every time you stop, it'll either stop and wait for you, or it'll open the door at this point. You know, it just depends on which way it's going to work with this particular vehicle and this particular baler. So yeah, and we need 8 of these. There's no point in actually snorting that little bit of cocaine. We're going to have to just turn it round. So we won't try and turn in too tight. We're going to that might have been too tight actually for the guy to turn in. Sometimes you'll make him lock up if you do that. Here we go, it's coming up to a full load again. Right, and we're just making that to that time there, so I will continue on and do this I don't know, maybe off cam, shall we? We do it off camera, and I'll come back when we've got the rest of the bales, so you can see what's happening here, and I'll just keep this going like this. Oh, we needed to stop. I forgot about that. We'll pause it. We'll open the door. If you think it's going to roll down a hill, you can wait until the vehicle catches up with you. Let's get him just to pick up that bale. Okay, right, we'll call it quits there, and I'll see you in the next video.